AITA for not taking my pregnant homophobic sister in. My sister, 20F, and I, 27F, don't get along. I'm gay, and when she was 14 she started being horrible to me, calling me slurs and saying I was going to burn in hell and other typical religious homophobic things. She is the golden child, so obviously my parents sided with her. She would make me cry and they would tell me to deal with it and expected me to still be nice to her. After a while, I cut them all out of my life. Best decision ever. 3 years ago I married the love of my life. My parents were invited but they didn't show, no doubt because of my sister. Still hurt. My wife Elle and I are both very lucky and have amazing jobs and a big house. About a week ago, my parents and sister showed up to my house. No idea how they know I live there, and wanted to talk to me. Turns out sister's pregnant and they essentially want me to let her move in for free and pay for everything for her and the baby. There was no apology for anything. I was in shock and my sister was going off about how we have so much space and we could afford to help her out. I said no. I told them we couldn't take her in because we currently have Elle's 2 little half-sisters staying with us because their mom is very high risk, so we don't have any more space. They were pissed and were going off about how I was supposed to help my family and that I was choosing Elle's family over my own. I told them they were not my family. I told them everything they had done and say to me and they said I needed to let it go and move on. I asked them to leave. Even if we had space I wouldn't want her here. Since then I have gotten so many messages from them and other family members saying I need to help them and take her in. I reminded them of what she has been like to me, and they say I need to be the bigger person and that this will bring us together. Thing is, my parents are going to have to take money out of their retirement fund if I don't help. They were good parents growing up. When my sister started her BS I was already out of the house. So people have said that I would really be helping them, not my sister. Elle said we could give her some money, but I don't want to do that either. AITA edited because I forgot to add that I don't feel for her at all. I just feel bad about my parents. Update: thank you all for the kind words. We are not taking her in but might give my parents some money in the future if we see they are struggling. Also, my sister is 7 months pregnant and just recently told my parents because she couldn't hide it anymore, so they are desperate because there's no time to save up now. My mom just sent me my sister's baby registry and I can't believe her. She is living off my parents and doesn't have a job but is asking people to get her a $300 car seat and a $700 stroller. Edit: please don't post this anywhere. Edit: wow, I came back to like 1,000 more replies. Seriously, thank you all for your advice. Yes, I know my parents are also to blame. They have never been homophobic but they never told her off because they wanted to keep the peace, and I know that's a shitty excuse but I would only see them like once a month while my sister was there full time and they never want to upset her. And the wedding, my dad called me because my sister was upset she wasn't invited and asked me to invite her but I said no, so they didn't show up. The main reason I feel like I need to help them is because they put me through college. I got a scholarship and my parents paid for the rest, which was still a lot of money. My sister went to a community college so they didn't pay nearly as much for her. Thank you all again. NTA, your parents are most certainly not blameless in this. They alienated one child and taught the other how to hate. They shouldn't be rewarded with a pardon, whether emotional or economic. They literally need to pay for their mistakes. NTA, so they hate your orientation but love your big house. Cut every contact with them. You know how it is, hate the sin, love the sinner's stuff. NTA, lol, it's funny how now that they need you, it's all about you letting go and forgiving. Not them apologizing profusely. Oh no. You just have to forgive and forget without any semblance of remorse from them. If you're going to burn in hell anyway, at least according to them, might as well make there be a good reason for it. Don't take her in and don't help your parents unless they acknowledge the damage they did and apologize profusely. And also, none of this you have to pay for everything thing. She can get a job, pregnant or not. And your parents can certainly chip in. #NTA, lol, it's funny how now that they need you, it's all about you letting go and forgiving. Gold. NTA, They didn't stop your sister's harassment, they didn't come to your wedding, and they didn't apologize. Just showed up demanding you take your sister in, then support both her and the baby. My god, the audacity. They don't care about you, they just want to use you. Those people aren't your family. I would say no and never speak to them again. AITA for not apologizing to a high-functioning autistic bully after calling him out. I, 15M, go to school with a guy I'll call Jake. Jake has high-functioning autism and is also a bully. He won't ever try on someone bigger than him, like me, but he will go after smaller guys, and seems to really like to go after the girls. He will always say he didn't understand what he said was inappropriate, and he is never held accountable by the teachers. So on Monday he was really harping on a girl I'll call Lori. I've known Lori since I was 6, and I can say she is quiet, and keeps to herself because she's so self-conscious. Because when she was little she was involved in a fire and got badly burned. He wouldn't stop telling her how ugly she was and how she'd never get a boyfriend because no one wanted to be around something like that. She said he was being cruel, but he still wouldn't stop. Lori started crying, and our teacher tried to say he probably just didn't understand what he did, and I blew up. Said it was ridiculous that everyone kept giving him a pass to bully people because they're afraid of upsetting the autistic kid. Well, I wasn't, and there was no way he didn't know it was inappropriate to call her ugly and continue insulting her even after she told him he was being cruel. He's a bully, him having autism doesn't make him any less of one, and it was ridiculous to expect others to just get bullied to spare his feelings. The teacher gave us both detention, and Jake is trying to play the victim, but I made it clear he was just a bully and I have no tolerance for bullies. The rest of the week, no one would talk to him or associate with him, and now he's blaming me for ruining his life. His mom called my mom yesterday and asked me to apologize. I won't, and now she's upset and says I'm bullying her kid. My mom says to do what I feel is best, but my grandmother thinks it was an asshole move to call him out in front of everyone, and I should be the bigger person and apologize. AITA for not apologizing. Too long didn't read. High-functioning autistic kid bullies other and made a girl I know cry. I called him out and refused to apologize for it. NTA, you're a goddamn hero. This post is about to be flooded with people with autism telling you that you did the right thing. Good for you. NTA, you're completely right. While some autistic people do have a hard time with having a filter, blatantly doing it over and over and over again is clearly not his autism. It's just, as you said, bullying. Being a bully isn't exclusive to neurotypical kids, anyone can do it. Letting him pass like this is also not doing any good for Jake himself, no less anyone else, especially when it comes time for him to go out into the real world. Anyhow, good on you for defending Lori and not letting him get away with his shitty behavior, unlike everyone else. I bet she's both a day I fucked up and she doesn't deserve any of that. Don't apologize to Jake's mom either because he got what he deserved. You're a good guy. NTA. And I agree with you on everything you said. I'm an adult with Asperger's, and I've always had a knack for saying inappropriate stuff at the wrong time, but being cruel is a choice. Not being an asshole is not fucking rocket science, and autistic people who use their condition as an excuse to be cruel are shit stains. NTA, the teachers and his mother are doing him a disservice by babying him. He's gonna have a real wake-up call when his mother is no longer able to take care of him, and he either has to find himself a job or be homeless if his behavior keeps up. AITA for refusing to change my necklace. I have worn a necklace for the last 10 years. My friend, who is pagan, gave it to me as a gift when we first met. This friend passed away last year. Necklace is a pentagram. I do not believe it as magic. I am agnostic. I do not believe in any religion being better than another, because I don't think any religion is right. But I keep this to myself. I just like the necklace, and my friend was / is important to me. It is the only jewelry I wear. I recently met my brother, Mons, for dinner, and he introduced his girlfriend Eva, early 30s. She is Christian. She believes in very many things I do not. She was very polite, but my brother told me she was uncomfortable. He said she comes from a culture where those things are evil. She does not want it in her life. I said I am not evil. I am wearing a star. It is rude. I did not ask her to take off her crucifix, which had a dead man nailed on it, which creeps me out a little. He told me that Eva would be coming to dinner next Sunday. It would be at our parents' home. They do not believe either. Mons asked them to please talk to me. They said no. In their home I will wear what I like. They have said they would not pray either, like Mons has asked. Our sister Greta has asked Mons not to bring around someone ignorant. Mons is mad at me for not removing the necklace. Believe that it is not evil, that saying someone is evil because of a star is wrong. And I do not like his girlfriend for demanding suck things. AITA. NTA. Your sister is right. She is ignorant and an asshole for trying to make others bend to her beliefs. My sister is very smart. NTA. People need to chill out about their own religion. For clarification, talking about the GF. NTA. Pentagrams were neutral symbols of protection before Christianity ascribed a negative connotation to them. I'm sure she also thinks reversed crucifixes are a sign of devil worship and not the martyrdom of Saint Peter. NTA. It's pretty entitled to expect other people to avoid wearing or doing things just because you may not be comfortable with. You should be able to wear what you like. It is a star with a circle around it, nothing else. I am not sure why my necklace is somehow less offensive than her necklace. And when I asked Mons this, he said she had belief and I had no belief, so why did my necklace matter more? Could not believe my ears.